Yep, we're good. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
This is why I need a real camera. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to the show. My name is DDare Bionic, if you did not know me, and I am back with another Drag Race video with a guest. Welcome back. We're in a new space again.
Look at us.
We moved again, y'all. No, I'm kidding. Again, we moved.
Only 3 times this week.
Yeah, so like I said in our last Drag Race review video, we just moved to a new apartment. We are getting our creative space set up. It's looking really cool. We are currently filming at our brand new desk that I put together last night. It's very nice. It's very bougie. It's very expensive. I'm just kidding. It's not very expensive at all. I am actually planning a video where you see the whole process start to finish from us moving into this apartment and setting this space up with all the shit that was in it and actually setting it up as a creative space for both of us because we are both artists and we need somewhere to make shit.
We gotta be able to make shit.
And also there's gonna be a really cool background and like some other cool shit coming. So stay tuned for that video. Also, make sure that you are commenting, and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss a thing. Hit the notification bell so you get a notification every single time we post a video. We post once or twice a week. Make sure you check out my tiny desk video. It is currently my most viewed video of the year. Very exciting, very exciting. I'm very proud of it. I filmed it in this very space. Lotion. Also, make sure that you hit the link down below to pre-save my single Pandemonium. I do believe this video is coming out before Pandemonium comes out. Yeah, it comes out March 1st. I'm so excited. So excited for you all to hear the song. It's such a good song. I'm very proud of it.
It's so good.
So make sure you pre-save. And with that being said, y'all know what we're here to do. We're here to talk about some Drag Race. We have some opinions. It's our collective favorite episode. What episode are we reviewing today?
Snatch Game!
Hey! Yes, very excited to review the Snatch Game. As connoisseurs of comedy, as a comedian himself, we have a lot to say about the Snatch Game. So, let's get into it. And I forgot what else I was going to say.
Just that.
Yeah, probably.
That was all.
I think I was about to go into my spiel again. It is Snatch Game. It is a controversial episode. How do you feel about Snatch Game?
It is important and part of the show. I understand when there are people who are like, here's the thing, it doesn't make or break you as a drag queen. And there is a formula to reality TV. There is a formula to the drag race type of TV.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fun and important challenge. And sometimes if the cast is not very good, it's not very good.
We get a season 14.
But it's still worth it as part of the show. Part of something you need to at least know how to be able to do or have some form of hands-on training with to be a drag queen.
Yes. I think more so than the celebrity impersonation aspect of it, because a lot of the queens are like, I don't impersonate celebrities, it's not part of my act. But as a drag queen, you still have to be able to improv and think on your feet. Just as a human being, really, you have to be able to think on your feet. You can't just go through life planning everything out.
You don't have to be identical to something. Like, you're not trying to Chad Michael Murray it. Oh, wait.
Chad Michaels.
Chad Michael.
Cheer.
Wait, who's Chad Michael Murray?
He's the guy from One Tree Hill, I believe.
Oh, yeah. The dirty blonde,
Yes.
90s American Eagle dude.
Yes, very that. For me, Snatch Game is my favorite episode. I love when they flop. I love when they succeed. We talked about this a little bit at the end of last episode of our review where we talked about Jinx and Bob's very iconic Snatch Game performances. What are some of your least favorite Snatch Games? Or what are some Snatch Games that were like bombs, but they really turned it?
Sometimes bombs are funny because they're bombs. I have to be very honest, I don't really remember those. So I can't really, like, the one that I remember the most being really bad is Jiggly bouncing on everybody and Latrice being, oh my god. But I feel like there were even worse ones than that. Like, but I don't remember. So
that's where we got.
Tell you what's yours.
That's where we got the level of unprofessional level.
Post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic. I went back to season 4 for a minute. No, that's where we got Latrice saying the level of unprofessionalism is too much.
The level of unprofessionalism, far too much.
I think my favorite bad Snatch Game is probably
Trixie's RuPaul.
I
forget about that.
Winner, chicken dinner. So bad. It was so bad.
Eureka did, what's her name? It wasn't bad, but Eureka did Honey Boo Boo.
Oh, that one was really good too.
I know,
yeah.
that one just popped in my head because I'm trying to remember who all.
There's been so many.
And then I think, oh my gosh, the Eartha Kitt's.
So many, and each Eartha Kitt
was good.
Was pretty good.
Jujubee was hilarious.
I would sensually walk to the thermostat, and then I would sensually turn the thermostat to a sensible
74.
74, girl, that's hot.
That
is not sensible. Anyway, so last week we said goodbye to Megami. Rip. So sad. Not really.
We'll be okay.
We'll be okay. She did a job. And it was
sorry, Megami, I know you watch this.
Yes, we know you're watching. We know you're typing aggressively in the comments. But she did okay. She didn't do horrible.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have.
But she just was very middle of the ground, fading away. And I would like to see her on an All-Stars when she has steamed a flag and grown a little bit more.
I'm trying to remember who did worse, but somebody else did worse and wasn't in the bottom. And I was like, well, that's weird.
In that particular episode?
Yeah.
Skipping kind of over the queens walking into the workroom after the elimination, because that's not the important part of this. RuPaul comes in and he announces that it's time for the library to open.
The library. Girl!
The library. The library is open. It's time for the reading challenge, which we love. There have been some horribly bad reads as well. What have been some of your favorite reads, if you can remember, throughout the seasons?
I really don't remember many at all. But the one I will always and forever.
I think I know which one.
Remember.
I think I know which one you're gonna say.
Who says it?
Katya.
Yep.
Say.
Yep.
Go ahead and say it. I love it. It's so good.
Rexy and James. I think of you every morning when I'm at the bus stop.
And then she goes, too soon?
That's the one that I always remember.
That one's so good.
Always think.
The reads against Roxy are always so funny. Like Detox, I can't remember if it was All Stars 2 or if it was season 5. But Detox goes, you may have lost all that weight, but to me, you'll always be Boxy Man Drews.
But I do need to say, the ones about calling the big girls fat.
Get a new...
Like, I get it. Like, there are things about fat humor that can be funny, which I guess that's probably controversial to say. Hashtag cancel Ronnie Brady. Like, actually, if you're gonna read and make fun of my teeth, that's funny. But wait, it's just not.
It's low-hanging fruit.
But also, though, if you're making fun of someone really skinny, it's not any funnier.
Right, it's the same thing, yeah.
So when I say big, I also mean that the opposite way, like weight at all.
Yeah.
It's just not a funny read.
Yeah.
Teeth, that's funny.
I liked in All-Star 7, the all-winter season, 2 from that season. Jinx
is always a top.
Jinx to Raja. She goes, it's like a multi-layer read. She goes, Raja, you've always been like a grandmother to me. And then she goes, do you know that Raja's a Gemini? Geminis have 2 faces. Have you been putting the good makeup on the other face? So funny. And then conversely, Raja simply walking up to the queens and going, BOOGERS and calling them all boogers. That, for me, Jinx is great, but that one was the reading challenge for me in the All-Star 7. That was my favorite read because it's a callback, but it's also hilarious.
The callbacks are always hilarious.
Yes.
And Jinx is great at that. Bob is good at that. I was about to say a reference from this episode, but we're not there yet, so I'm not going to say it.
Okay. Oh, I do want to mention this from while the girls were sitting there chit-chatting. Morphine is like, Plasma, good for you for fighting for that role. This is when they first come back from the lip sync. But I could have done equally as well as you did. And I believe it was Maya that said, girl, stop playing. Like, Morphine, Miss Girl, I think you are gorgeous and stunning. I don't think you would have ate that up the way you think you would have ate that up.
Uh-oh.
What? Me what?
Get her, Jade.
Oh. I can't help it that I am real in these reviews. Okay, so the library is open. First up is Q. I don't remember anything, nothing memorable.
I really don't remember anything except that Q is mayor of the Munchkin. No. Yeah. Mayor of the Munchkin City. In the county of the land of
Oz.
1 hour later.
We welcome you.
5 hours later.
We've got to verify it legally to see
Approximately 10 hours later.
if she is morally, ethically, spiritually, physically, positively, absolutely, undeniably, and reliably
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
dead. That's Q.
She died. Q apparently looks like the leader of Munchkin City.
Q actually looks more like the wizard. Those like big.
Oh my God! Yes.
I know. That's why I always say mayor of the Munchkin City because it's funnier. But so
next up is Plain Jane, and as much as this bitch is walking around reading everybody, she had no memorable reads from the reading challenge for me.
I don't know if I'm gonna remember. Wait, no. Tsunami was funny.
And Tsunami is next, and Tsunami had the best read. She won the reading challenge, spoiler alert.
Oh yeah.
Tsunami had the best read. She said, Plasma, where were you on January 6th? Bitch.
And who didn't get it?
Morphine! She was like, wait,
I was like, what happened on January 6th?
Morphine.
Did you take a trazodone that day?
Morphine, Dionne Love, Warwick. Come on, girl. Everybody else was okay. Saphira was really good, of course. She's super funny. I don't have any...
Oh my God, I never have anything bad to say about Saphira.
Never.
So much so that sometimes I feel like I don't talk about her enough.
Yeah.
But don't get it twisted, she is the winner.
She is turning this season out, and we're going to talk about her turning this season out in just a minute. So, after the reading challenge, Tsunami wins, like I said.
Well, who else?
Everybody else was just okay. Nobody else said anything funny. Maya was not funny at all. She was like negative funny. They only showed one of her reads. Rue announces that it's Snatch Game. The girls are kind of going around talking about who they're gonna do and da 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 da. And then in walks Rutal with winner of the Snatch Game Season 4 and winner of All Stars 1, Share, bitch! I don't understand.
Chad Michael Murray.
Chad Michael Murray.
From One Tree Hill.
I love One Tree Hill.
I've never watched
Oh my god.
I know, I was too busy watching Dawson's Creek. I don't want
So Chad Michaels walks into the room with Rue. They're doing the walkthrough. Maya is initially going to do New York. If you don't know who New York is, Tiffany New York Pollard, the HBIC, the queen of reality television, which I think was a good choice for her.
Yeah.
And Chad Michaels and Rue both kind of made her insecure about the choice, which turned out to be a good thing. Spoiler alert.
But they also did that, well, Chad Michael followed suit, but Rue has seen that Maya has not
stood out.
Maya has not shown any kind of personality that could have her play New York.
Yeah.
Like,
New York is so easy though. Like,
but not if you are as timid as Maya has seen.
That's right.
Yes, she can flip and dip and trip and skip. But then when she gets up there to say something, she's like,
yeah.
and then she's like, "Cow."
Literally. So Maya's feeling insecure. She ends up changing her character, and we'll talk about everybody's character later. Very good decision for her.
She was in the top. I promise she should have been.
We also find out this episode that Plain Jane only has 2 more weeks to use her immunity potion. And part of me is like, okay, well, it's good that Saphira used it when she did, because truly and honestly, she's not gonna.
She doesn't need it. She wasn't gonna need it.
I honestly don't believe that Plain Jane will need it either.
I don't.
Unless something comes up in the coming weeks where she's gonna stumble a little bit, but I don't think she's gonna need it either. And she's definitely not gonna give it to somebody else. She'll probably use it the last week she has it. Like, she's gonna
What if she doesn't need to?
I mean, she's just gonna lose it, and then she just wasted immunity.
You should get something if you haven't
don't
had
use
to
it. What if it automatically goes to another queen? Like it goes to who?
I would love
That would
that.
be sick.
That's a good twist.
If it automatically goes to somebody else.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I love that idea. But she's only got 3 more weeks as of this episode to use her immunity. Okay, it's after this. All right, so the queens are ready, getting ready for Snatch Game. We're here, we're ready. The Snatch Game is starting. I don't know who the other. I love how much they're using the pit crew this season in these little odd spots, like as judges for, or as guest stars for the Snatch Game. Laith Ashley and his deliciously gorgeous pecs are back. And
Beautiful.
the other one was there too.
There were other people
There
there?
was another pit crew.
Oh.
It was 2. It was 2 pit crew. It was Laith and gentleman number 2. Okay, so let's go down the list of queens and who they're playing. Q is Amelia Earhart. How did you feel about that decision?
Well, first and foremost, I think the timing is crazy because they film these like a year out-ish or whatever they say before they air.
Mm-hmm.
And within the last few months is when this crew believes they have discovered Amelia Earhart's
Right.
So the timing is crazy to me. Amelia Earhart has been a topic since she went
generations,
missing.
yeah.
And now Q does it on Snatch Game.
For the first time?
And if you not right, so that's the first time I knew it was Amelia Earhart. But if you were to Google, which is the generation we're at now, Amelia Earhart, because you haven't heard of her, there's new relevant stuff to find out.
Yep.
And then it's just kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So I also am of the vein of have a character that you get to basically just make whatever you want.
Right. And how did
Any kind of character.
How did you feel about Q's performance? I thought she did okay.
She volleyed well.
She
which
volleyed
I
well.
would not have assumed, like, the way she understood. And then there was that one point when she interjected something at the most perfect time, because I remember being like, I didn't really peg her as that clever. But she was, and I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But there was one point where she was more clever than I assumed she would be.
Next, we have Tsunami Muse as a made-up character, the Golden Tooth Fairy. And in the workroom, Rue saw the wig and thought it was going to be Halle Berry from Babs, which I think is an iconic decision. And that's who I have chosen I will play on the Snatch Game when I eventually become a drag queen and I'm on drag.
Yes, absolutely.
Inevitably. No, I think, first of all, Halle Berry from Babs is a iconic choice. So if you haven't seen Babs, it is an iconic film in Black history. It's a comedy film starring Halle Berry and Natalie Desselle. Rest in peace, Natalie, we love you, girl. And it's just about two girls from the hood who go to Hollywood to try and audition for a film. Or for a music video, not a film, and get kicked out, and chaos ensues, and they get kind of scammed and then not scammed, and it has a happy ending. It's a beautiful movie. It is quite hilarious.
It's so
I'm
funny.
pretty sure Halle Berry won a Razzie for it because it was supposedly a bad movie.
No, I thought that was Catwoman.
That too. So Tsunami does the Golden Tooth Fairy. It is a made-up character which has historically gone over very well. We have what's her name? Trinity LaTuck as the devil, which was hilarious. Somebody else did Jesus on a Canada season, and it was really funny.
God, yes, who was? Yep.
Either way, it has historically gone over very well to create a character or to take a character from history that nobody knows what the fuck they are. This did not go over well at all. She couldn't volley. She was not getting the jokes, and she was also tripping herself up.
Yeah.
I think she got really in her head about it.
She was probably nervous.
Yeah.
Which I understand, but it wasn't good.
It was not very good at all.
And luckily they didn't show too much of it. So that's all there is to say about that.
Nymphia Wind is Jane Goodall, who is like famous for like learning the language of chimpanzees and like all of her research. Yes, all of her research with primates and could have been a good choice. Ultimately was too, I believe the term they used was cerebral, which I think was very fitting. She was being too intelligent about it and like too true to the character and not really playing up the funny at all.
It was funny.
At the beginning.
Here's the thing. It's Snatch Game.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to include other people
Mm-hmm.
or it's not going to win. Now, was Nymphia looking the part and looking good and like, sure, yes, makeup was good, all that. Was the character funny? Yeah. Would it have been funnier if she had included anyone? Yes. And that's why it didn't work.
I did not find it funny. I felt like
it was so stupid, and RuPaul loves that.
Yeah, but it wasn't the right kind of stupid. It was like smart stupid, and RuPaul doesn't like smart stupid. RuPaul likes stupid.
Yeah, burger.
Yeah, blech, rip. So Nymphia did not go very well.
I thought it was like a safe.
I thought it was safe. I don't know. I don't know. It was bottom for me. Now that I think more about it, but we'll keep going.
Yeah.
Dawn as
Boot.
Dawn played Megan McCain, and
Nymphia did better.
Nymphia did better than Dawn. We'll get to placements. Dawn was just being Dawn. There was no real. She should have been more snotty. She should have been more uppity and like my father, John McCain. Like it was not at all. Is this plugged in? This isn't even plugged in. Hi, I bet the audio sounds a little different, doesn't it? I just realized the microphone wasn't plugged in. This is what happens when you have a new setup. Anyway, so I hope we sound a little bit better now, and I hope it doesn't.
We sound good all the time.
I don't know about before this, but anyway, so now that the microphone is plugged in, Dawn was just playing herself. She didn't really bring any of Megan McCain's mannerisms. Maneurisms. It was manure is what it was. For me, she was in the bottom and it was not enjoyable at all. Yeah. Now we come to somebody iconic as fuck.
Oh, the winner.
Safira Cristal.
The winner of this week's challenge.
I love it when queens do men on Drag Race. And Safira did James Brown, whom RuPaul loves.
The
glitter.
Shimmer.
Yes, the glitter on the chest.
Oh.
And then the costume change.
Glitter on the skin.
Glitter on the skin.
Sunlight on the skin.
Safira did, it was like a masterclass of Snatch Game.
This is a professional drag queen.
This is a professional.
This is a comedian, a comedian, and a comedian. Isn't it fucked up that comedian was like a woman comedian?
Yeah.
Don't even say comedian anymore. No. That's a comedian, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
So Safira, oh my gosh, Safira, that's the shoot of the week.
The shoot, literally, and
it was hilarious.
RuPaul, like at one point, RuPaul even pointed out that Safira was wearing her same character shoes from last week, and she said, "Character shoes." Character shoes. I don't wear no character shoes. Who's Safira? I'm James Brown. It was so. She made a callback to when RuPaul was telling the story about how he went to see James Brown in 1969, first concert ever, and she made a callback to that. Like she was on it. She was present. She was funny. She looked like James Brown.
She really did.
She sounded like James Brown.
She knocked it out of the park.
Knocked it out of the park. Like, fantastic. 10 out of 10.
Seeing her before ASMR. Seeing her before anyone even really started with that like grin on her face and stuff. I was like, oh my god, she nailed it.
Amazing. Next we have Plasma as the iconic Patti LuPone. I thought she was okay.
Safe. It was safe. I didn't love it. Here's the thing. Plasma is great. It's becoming very one note.
Yep.
For me.
It is.
And it's making me feel like, what's her name from Glee? The one that everybody said is mean and racist.
Leah Michelle. And can't read.
What's that character name?
I don't know. Rachel Berry.
Rachel. So
why do I know that?
Plasma is giving me Rachel Berry.
I thought she did okay. I didn't think she served up anything that was Patti LuPone-esque. I think she really could have went home with like Patti LuPone being like, I'm not coming back to Broadway until something good happens. Like, she just really didn't give. She gave Mariah in the musical. She gave the other character that she did in the musical. She didn't give really much of anything else. It wasn't bad, but it was okay.
No, it was fine. She just always seems like a theater kid.
Yeah. Morphine Dionne Love Warwick is Anna Delvey. I have no idea who this person is. I thought she was kind of funny. But it was one note. It was the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. The whole Snatch Game, she kept saying the same thing about being poor. And like, yes, bitch, we are all poor. What else do you have? Now we get to a surprise. Maya Iman LePage.
Oh my gosh.
As Trina's cousin, Shaquita.
You better come on.
Now, this is what...
This was better than Nymphia, better than Dawn, better than Plasma,
better than Plain Jane.
Morphine for sure, better than Plain Jane.
And it was so funny, and it was like Banshee. It was like the girls that. So basically, the realization she had was like Rue was basically told her like, you need to pull out the character of some of your homegirls back home so you have some character. And she said, oh shit, you might be on to something, Mr. Paul. And that's what she did, and I thought it was great. It was hilarious.
And she showed a side of herself that it didn't feel like either was there or that she had. Like,
yeah, and I hope this unlocked that for her, because she did a really, really great job.
She did so good.
In Snatch Game, girl, of all things.
She did Snatch Game like she did a flip, a dip, and a trip.
She sure did. She sure did. Moving on to last but not least, playing Jane as Yelena Karush, a Slavic singer who I did know had inspired a lot of Lady Gaga stuff in her early career. I did know that. But I don't know a single other thing about her. It was funny.
There was some funny parts.
She looked
I didn't
good.
know the character at all.
Nothing
Had we
about the
known
character.
the person, that honestly could have changed how we felt. However, I still fully believe that Saphira and Maya
were better.
Far
better.
They were better. So I think it would be Saphira, Maya, and you know what? Maybe Plain would be in the top 3.
I think she would still be top 3.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
But she'd be the 3rd.
Yeah, she'd be 3rd place. Nymphia definitely was not doing well. Dawn.
That's a safe.
Also not doing
Nymphia's
well.
Safe.
All in all, how did you feel about Snatch Game? This season Snatch Game. Where would it rank in your tier list?
There are so few that I actually remember. Oh my god, I just remembered Fifi O'Hara's Lady Gaga.
Same season as Jiggly.
Oh my god, that's the worst one.
That's the worst.
That might be the
Snatch
worst
Game.
one. This one was good.
That had Sharon Needles as Michelle Visage, which was great.
Oh yeah, that was funny. She seemed like a skeleton version of her.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Sharon Needles. Saphira will be the standout.
Always.
Truly. Like, I'm not gonna remember this one a year from now when you say Saphira as James Brown. I'll say, oh, that one?
Yeah.
And then I will. So I'm telling you right now, like, Saphira.
Yeah.
That's what I take away from this. And I want Saphira to do an all-winners season. She hasn't even won yet.
Yeah.
So I can see another Snatch Game.
Yeah,
I want
because
to
she's
see
so
another
good
one.
at it. She's so good at it. Okay, so as it stands at the end of Snatch Game, my top 3 were Saphira Gasol, Maya LePage, and Plain Jane. My bottom 3 were Dawn, what's her name? Tsunami Muse, and Morphine Love Dion. I think she did a lot worse.
Yes. Yes.
So we get to the next
But
thing.
again, we don't know that character either. I know there were like 3 different people apparently that played her. There was like a movie, a show, and something else that like all came out at the same time. It's so weird.
I know she was a scammer, but like if that's
Well,
the
I
case,
don't know
somebody
what
should play
she's-
Joanne the scammer because she's funny.
Oh my gosh, she's funny. Anyway, we need to watch it because we need to figure out how to do these kinds of scams. Like
For real, because I'm trying to get it back.
Yeah.
So we go into the workroom on elimination day. Tsunami and Saphira are sitting next to each other at the mirror, having a very tender moment. Very much sisters.
They've been doing this the whole season.
They really have. They have very clearly grown very close, which is great. And Tsunami is like the drag delusion, as Mistress Isabel Brooks would say, is spreading. And she is like, I don't think I did that bad. Mary.
And Saphira was like,
She said, and I quote, I love how positive you are. I love how positive you are. She's like, what are you
That's
trying
a
to say,
winner,
girl?
baby.
That is a
That's
winner.
a winner, baby.
That is a reigning queen answer right there. And so they laugh about it, and they even joke about writing the lipstick.
Yes. I hope that's what she wrote. Spoiler alert.
Also, during this moment, we get a really kind of beautiful moment. I'm skipping over that part just to talk about this because it's more important to me. Nymphia talks about how Taiwan was the first country in Asia to legalize gay marriage, which I did not know. They're dropping some bombshells on us this season as far as like real information, real life facts, and how the culture and the scene for LGBTQ plus people is in Taiwan. And Saphira talks about her dad, who was actually her stepfather, but carried her as a son, and how they had a big blow up when she came out as gay. And then they kind of rekindled their relationship shortly before COVID, and he unfortunately passed. Rest in peace, Papa Saphira. due to COVID, and she didn't get to talk to him before he passed. And I thought, I like when we see, Saphira has kind of done a really great job of humanizing herself this whole time. And so when she tells stories about her family and the tragedies that she's kind of been up against, it is very beautiful and relatable to me. And I love seeing that side of her. Plane also talks about her babushka, her grandma, and how she can't go back to Russia because Russia is so unsafe for queer people, which also was a beautiful moment. I just have less sympathy for Plain Jane. I'm sorry.
You just don't like her, and that's okay.
She's a bitch.
She is.
But I do.
She's showing more layers too.
She's showing more layers, and I do have sympathy for her, you know, missing her grandmother, and because I get and understand the connection between a gay grandson and the grandma. Like me and my grandma are that way.
I'm telling you right now, Plain Jane is giving me Lexi from the Chucky series vibes, where I hated Lexi at first, and now
love her.
Well,
can't see the series without her.
Lexi, chill out with the pills and this shit. Like,
she's not going to be on pills in part 2 of season 3, which Chucky part 2 is coming in April, and we absolutely 100% will be reviewing that together.
Yeah, I know we love some Chucky.
Would y'all want to see? Oh, never mind. I'll do that to the end of the video. Not me skipping to the end.
Oh, stop. So I think Plain Jane has a like producer mindset and is trying to, and it is working. So good for her.
It's not working for me.
It's getting her all the talk about and attention.
Beside the point, but the girls are pleading to Miss Plain Jane, and this is really the thing that I hate. It makes my skin crawl when she says it. The girls are pleading for her immunity. Now, granted, if I were on the show, I wouldn't give my immunity to these bitches either. But I wouldn't say, sister, I just really believe in your talents, and I think you're gonna be okay this week. Lying to somebody's face.
Here's the thing.
Sister, don't sister me.
These hoes have not once, with any other elimination,
they are like, horny for it this time around.
Hey, exactly. You don't think that's a producer in the ear? Being like, hey,
oh, absolutely it is.
Right. So they're all playing it up. They didn't even believe that she'd give it to him, probably because she's evil.
Yeah,
she's evil.
She's pure evil.
She was never good. She
incarnate.
Is evil and chaotic, full of chaos.
She is a chaos goblin.
They simply did it because they are getting paid to be there, and they want to give the girls what they want to see.
Give the girls what they want.
So that's what's happening.
I found it hilarious that they were all horny for the. While I didn't like the sister, I did kind of like it at the same time.
Yeah.
Sister, I believe in your talents this week. Even on the runway, she was like, a lot of my sisters have been begging me for this potion, and I believe in their talents this week. How many children watching Drag Race do you think don't realize that potion bottle is from Death Becomes Her?
Probably most people. I don't even think about how children watch it. I also forget that probably most of the people watching it are teenagers, but I don't even think of that.
By children, I mean anybody under the age of 25.
Right.
Yeah. If you did not know, Death Becomes Her is like probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
Siempre viva, live forever. Anyway, so we're gonna move on to the runway. RuTaul comes out in this beautiful, gorgeous blue number with a weird black half
it's
headband.
this one. Okay. Lose the black. Oh. That's all of...
She had on black gloves.
All
and
of
this
the
weird
latex black.
And a clutch for some reason.
It's weird. She never has
a purse.
Any purse. Not that you can't, and purses are cute to go with things. It seems very weird and random because you're just going to be sitting down. Like, you're not going...
In sweatpants, girl.
I don't think when people get up to do a drag number, they just carry a purse, unless it's Bob doing purse first.
Or it's Tia Coffee walking the runway.
Tia Coffee.
What's in the dossier?
What is in the dossier?
I know we said we were, just to speak on UK versus the world for a minute. I know we said we were going to review UK versus the world.
Girl. We can't do everything.
We don't have time. We don't have the time or the emotional energy. Mostly because both shows come out on the same day at the same time.
In this economy?
In this economy, we don't have time.
Right in front of my salad?
In front of his salad.
Hard nipples.
White satin chemise. Trying to tell me the weather? Trying to turn me on? Okay, so now we're going to move on to the runway. The category is...
To the runway?
No, this is the runway now. Michelle Visage looks great, obviously. Our guest judge is Kira Sedgwick, who I did not realize who she was until the very end of the program.
That's Kevin Bacon's wife.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. So we get to the runway. Category is Dancing Queen. The queens have to do a look inspired by a type of dance. Yeah. Going in no particular order. Also, Ruth said surfling, and I believe that my spirit jumped
up. Yeah.
I believe that my spirit jumped into RuPaul's body in that moment because sometimes I get my words mixed up.
You sure do.
It be happening, honey.
And when you do, I go into my Michelle Visage and point out that you
every time
messed it up.
Every time.
Okay.
Moving to the runway. First up, we have
runway.
Bringing to the stage, we have Saphira Crystal. This is in no particular order.
Beautiful, gorgeous, stunning. Although she is the winner of the week, she is the top placement. She's the number one, the El Numero Uno.
The Grand Dame Diva.
That is why we're starting with her, but this is in no particular
order. She is serving you Drag You Majorette, a nod to the show Drag You.
And do you know what shoe she's in?
A motherfucking character shoe, bitch. She's in a dance shoe, in a boot. It is a gorgeous look. Her makeup is painted. The hair is stunning. I love everything about it. The fringe, the movement, the dance that she did, everything about it was very majorette, very black. I very much love it. Any thoughts?
It's perfect. Every time I see shoulder cutouts, especially with sweaters.
Oh yeah, you hate a shoulder cutout.
I hate it, but I call it a dance mom thing because all dance moms get really hot shoulders. So all their
clothes, got all those chips on their shoulders.
Yes, all the clothes have shoulder cutouts, and I know because I've watched many an episode of Dance Mom.
Me too,
baby.
I love Abby Lee Miller, honey.
She's gonna go. She's gonna do the solo. It's gonna be good, and we're all gonna have fun.
I love it.
Moving on, next we bring to the stage Tsunami Muse. This bitch is gorgeous.
Listen, if a look could save you on Drag Race,
it did.
Oh yeah,
Nymphia. I'm sure Nymphia's look is the only reason she didn't lip sync, but
this should. I mean,
gorgeous.
She looks the best she's looked, and she's looked good a lot.
Yeah, the hair.
This is perfect.
Beading, the color on her skin tone, the nude illusion is nude illusioning. Her mug, gorge.
Her tights, nude illusion stuff is exactly her skin.
It's perfect.
It looks.
It is perfect.
Like her skin.
It
really is.
It.
The hair is perfect. The earrings are perfect with it because I feel like it wouldn't have looked as good without an earring.
No, yeah. So the styling of it, everything is absolutely perfect. Yeah. The shoe even is perfect.
Shoe, yeah.
Love. Next we bring to the stage Maya Iman LePage. Tsunami was serving you Latin Ballroom. Yeah. Maya Iman LePage is serving you 90s hip hop and R&B, or 90s hip hop, not hip hop and R&B.
What are you, the radio?
Yes. 104.5, 104.1.
Listen to the wave.
This is very much giving me 90s hip hop.
Is it? It's giving me Tina Burner.
Tina Burner on fire, like the Hunger Games. It's not giving me Tina Burner at all. It's giving me 90s hip hop. It's giving me Salt and Pepper.
No, it is.
Meets
the necklace.
The necklace. The hair. Baby, what y'all don't understand about black women in the 90s is they were rocking them motherfucking mullets.
Yep.
And not calling it a mullet. Baby, this was a mullet. This is a mullet and it's stunning. The color is very 90s.
So
the face,
90s.
the lip.
TLC.
Very TLC, very that. I absolutely love this. Even down to the shoe, the thigh high. Patent leather, baby. This is a serve.
When they put out Crazy Sexy Cool, I wanted that tape so bad because only had a tape player because old. I'm about to be 36. Shush. I wanted it so badly that my granny lived in Kansas and bought it for me.
The way you say Kansas is so cute.
How do I say it? Kansas.
You say it like Dorothy Gale. Kansas.
Because I Anyway, so she lived there. She bought it and mailed it to me.
Oh, see, gay
because
boys
I
and
want
their
gay boys and their grannies. And I wore that tape out. That is a good.
It's good. It's really good. Everything
all of
from
their
them.
Stuff. The condom on the eyes era.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yes.
Love TLC.
Very much TLC, very much Salt and Pepper, very much Queen Latifah, giving me all of those things, all that vibe.
I think I just don't like those pirate sleeves, to be honest.
Yeah, the sleeves are not really it, even though they do still, to me, kind of harken back to that time, but they could have just been a regular sleeve instead of a puff sleeve. Yeah. I think it would have been better.
That was like everybody's favorite hair color in the 90s. Like,
yes.
I'm thinking about all the people that had that hair color.
My mom had this
Ronald McDonald. Oh, yeah.
Not this particular red. She always kept it a little bit of a darker, like cherry brown red.
My hair was this color because Cher during that time was also doing that hair color. Like, it was a popular shade of red.
Yes.
To be doing your hair. And every time I see it, I think 90s.
90s immediately. Next, we bring to the stage the face of the season, Morphine Love Dion. Now, for the first time, I love the look. From the hair to the rose, to the shoe, the ruffle. She came out with the rose in her mouth. She's giving you flamenco. It is serving very much flamenco. The jewelry, everything about it. The mug, stamped. We don't even have to talk about that. She's gonna be.
Listen, I love polka dots with red and black polka dots.
Very much Ladybug.
It gives me Minnie Mouse. It gives me Ladybug. And then that. Listen. If you are doing drag and there's a flower and you don't paint the tips or stone the thing, then what are you even doing?
Are you doing drag?
What are you even doing?
Gorgeous.
The hair, there is nothing wrong with this.
Nothing.
And I never really have an issue with that with her, except that this is the first one that isn't so
correct.
Basic.
Yes, the whole thing is right. Next, we bring to the stage the fashion queen of the season, Nymphia Wind. I'm going to try and say this right. Serving you Japanese buto. I hope I said that correctly. Please tell me in the comments if I did not. The makeup.
The facial expressions.
The facial expressions.
The paint.
Everything about this, I am creaming in my pants.
It's so...
I about flooded my basement. This is amazing. This is... So, I know that you are not as into fashion as I am, and I don't think you even really know how into fashion I actually am.
I don't know you at all.
At all. Like, because fashion's not something I talk about a lot. Like, it's...
I know who you talk about it with.
Yeah, my best friend. Because that bitch. Anyway, so this gives me runway, experimental, couture, like everything in her package so far would be seen on a runway somewhere. Like,
I completely agree.
It gives me chills to think about seeing this walk down a runway to some like beautiful Japanese like string instruments and the buto dancing. Like, everything about this is working me out.
I will never forget a lot of her looks.
Yeah.
That tie, I will not.
The tie look?
That yellow
I want to wear
with
that.
The brown. It was perfect.
It was amazing.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Her Snatch Game was just safe to me, but this made her fine.
Yes. If a look could save you, this did.
Tsunami should have saved her.
It really should have. But Nymphia shouldn't have been in the bottom. She should have been safe.
Yep.
Next, we bring to the stage somebody who should have been in the bottom.
Yep.
Dawn. Now listen.
And I like Dawn.
I like Dawn so much.
Don't get me wrong.
But she just really isn't doing anything to stand out right now. She's kind of giving a more interesting Megami.
And those look just like her Megan McCain eyes.
Yep.
Like, did you just change your dress?
Did you take your makeup
And it
off?
is cute. Like, I don't...
And she's serving you polka.
I don't love the color of the hair. I wish the hair would have been a different color because I feel like it looks just like the stuff.
Yeah, it all kind of just blends in a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is
and I don't like that scarecrow neck thing.
It maybe is very traditional. I don't know. I'm not a polka girly. I don't love it. I don't love the flower crown thing that's like floating above her head. I guess it's supposed to be like a halo. I don't really know. I don't enjoy this look.
Midsommar.
Very Midsommar. Very Saint-Tropez.
Very Saint-Tropez.
I don't love. Next, we bring to the stage Thorgy Thor.
It is absolutely. I don't remember who we heard talk about how this is what Bob tried to. Yep.
Yeah, we watched
okay. Bob's was like black and silver. And yes, looked kind of corny and cheap like this one does. Because this one does. But with that hair and that. Yeah, that is Thorgy Thor.
She's serving
Thorgy.
The robot. And I'm going to put up a picture of Thorgy's look that we're
put
comparing
side by
this
side.
to.
Yep.
I'm going to put them side by side. This is hideous. I do believe this is one that she made.
Really?
You can tell that the craftsmanship is there. It is, first and foremost, very well made. It's beautifully made. It's tailored to her body. It's gorgeous. However, this is hideous. Like
it all looks so cheap.
The colors are busy. It's not quite pastel, but it's not quite neon. It lacks a point of view and direction, and it does not at all give me robot.
No, it looks like a futuristic rollerblader.
Yeah, it gives roller derby for sure. If she had kind of leaned in a more Mortal Kombat-esque route with this and went like Cyrax or something, those of you who know, if you know, you know, maybe I would get more robot from it, but this is giving me Thorgy Thor meets Rainbow Bright meets animatronic at Chuck E. Cheese.
But that's just how Q moves. Okay, who's next?
Next, we bring to the stage Plasma.
Looking like Mary Martin and Peter Pan from the 1960s TV special.
Boo.
Yep, next.
Next, we bring to the stage Plain Jane.
Stunning.
Now, listen to me.
Stunning.
This is gorgeous. Oh, absolutely. Plasma was serving you tap, and she did tap down the runway, and that was more impressive than her outfit. This Latin ballroom again, and Plain Jane, we did learn a couple episodes back that she did do ballroom for 6 years or however long. So this look is absolutely gorgeous. Her face stamped, the hair correct, the shoe correct, the beading, the movement, the dancing. I feel like she gave the least amount of energy on the runway tonight that she has given. She usually is serving it on the runway. And this for me was very subdued and demure. And not really necessarily in a good way. But she looks gorgeous. I mean, you can't say that she doesn't.
She looks like an ice skater a lot, though.
Yeah, she's kind of been wearing a similar silhouette, except for the one time she wore the giant Jimbo boobs.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't wear the boobs.
Her fashions don't excite me, and that's the thing. This is beautiful, but I've seen this a million times on Drag Race. A beautiful corset. That's it.
Not a corset.
A corset. All right.
Okay. Let's get to it.
We get to the judging. Our top three are. Before we get to the top three, Plain Jane does believe in her sisters and her own talents, and she's not using her immunity. We get our top three: Maya Mon LePage, Saphira Crystal, and Plain Jane. Our bottom three: Nymphia Wind, Tsunami Muse, and Morphine Dion Love Warwick. So, Morphine Love Dion Warwick, Tsunami Muse, Nymphia Wind are the bottom 3. Our winner somehow is Plain Jane?
Well, listen, she did do good.
Yeah,
She
but
was not the
Saphira
winner.
Crystal did
The best.
amazing. Her look was something we've never seen on the Drag Race stage before. As far as the runway, her Snatch Game was impeccable, and
She should have won.
she should have won. But congratulations, Plain
Yeah,
Jane.
good job.
You
I mean,
did
you
that.
did good. You did better than a lot of other people.
Yes, but I would have even put, even the other queens were gagged when Saphira was safe. They were like, what?
Right?
They were
Like,
Maya
why?
won? What? I thought Maya on the page was going to win, and that would have been everything for me. The bottom 2 are Tsunami Muse and Morphine Love Dionne Warwick, who are best friends, and they're sad that they have to lip sync against each other. They're lip syncing to one of my favorite songs, I Want to Dance with Somebody.
So good. They
And
kind of did it together even at
They
first. Because
did.
it was like Jujubee and Raven. It's like when you love each other that much, you just kind of like do it together. Because they're going to pick the person they were going to pick.
yeah, like, and they're going to pick who they're going
Unless
to pick.
you really surprise Rue in the lip sync, I feel like
Yeah.
it's already predetermined anyway. There's probably like some loophole where she's like, no, if somebody really turns it out in the lip sync, I'm gonna
pick it. Yeah. So we get the lip sync. How did you feel about the lip sync? I thought it was amazing.
Oh yeah, no, they both did great.
Yeah, I thought they did a fantastic job.
I
And
couldn't tell.
I
couldn't
really
tell.
and truly thought it was going to be a double Shantae because they really turned it out. But it was not a double Shantae.
And they looked great.
And
They
it
both
looked
had the
fantastic.
perfect outfits.
Was not a double Shantae, unfortunately. Morphine Love Dionne Warwick wins the lip sync, and Tsunami Muse is our next eliminated queen. RIP.
And Tsunami had more. I would have been more interested to see Tsunami and what she was gonna do next than Morphine Love Dionne Warwick.
Yep.
But she looked great and she did good too. Everybody, good job, way to go. But like, she can leave.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
She's-
Next week, we are getting a Neo Goth design challenge. I'm very excited about that. Should we dress goth for next week's review?
I don't know if we'll be able to.
What did you think of this week's episode of RuPaul's Drag Race?
I love Snatch Game,
Oh, such a good episode.
but really, I'm gonna remember Saphira.
Yes,
That's
Saphira
what
was
I'm gonna
robbed.
remember.
I'm not usually one to be like so-and-so, such and such a queen was
Yeah, no,
robbed.
but she won.
But she was
She
robbed,
won.
for sure.
She did the best.
Yeah.
She did.
She did the best on the runway and in the challenge, and it is what it is. Even in the reading challenge, she was better than Plain Jane to me.
Like her, James Brown is going to be as iconic as Little Richard. I'm trying to think of the other males that have done that they've done.
JVN. Denali as JVN. Oh my god, that one was so good. Well, I guess JVN is they them, not necessarily male, but
Well, yeah.
but that's all.
Anyway, yeah.
That's all for this week's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to RuPaul's Drag Race Review. Again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get a notification every single time we post a video. Make sure you pre-save Pandemonium, debuting March 31st. The first single from my upcoming album coming later this year. I'm super excited about it. Pandemonium. And make sure that you watch my Tiny Desk video. Let NPR know y'all want me to be the winner.
And that was the old desk, so it was tiny.
It is the old desk, and now
Clearly the winner.
Clearly the winner. Clearly.
You said tiny desk. He said, "I got you."
I served you Tiny Desk. I served you Tiny Desk and cunt. What more could you ask for?
Nothing else.
Nothing
Winner.
else. Winner. Chicken dinner. Thank y'all so much. I will see you next week. Love you. Mean it.
Oh wait, didn't you say you wanted to say something at the end about us reviewing something else?
Oh my God, yes.
Hold on.
We're gonna. We will, April 29th, we will be reviewing, is it April 29th? Starting back on April 10th, Chucky Season 3 will be back for the second half of Season 3. They got held up by the writer strike, and we stand with the writers, of course. But we will be reviewing the Chucky series. Comment down below anything else you want to see us review. I know the new Avatar The Last Airbender is out, and I'm a super fan of Avatar The Last Airbender. It is what I believe to be the greatest cartoon ever created, as far as like animated series. And he has never seen an episode. No.
Not a single episode. Don't even know a thing about it.
Steven Universe is a fantastic show, and it deals with some very modern and important issues. But Avatar The Last Airbender was the first show to really kind of grow us up as far as my generation. So comment down below and let us know what you want to see us review together. I really enjoy reviewing with him. He's got a lot of opinions. I've got a lot of opinions. When our opinions come together, we make absolute magic. So let us know what you want to see us talk about. Music, movies, what else you want to see from us, even if it's outside of a review. We're going to keep them as a permanent staple on the channel. Oh. It'll be me by myself sometimes. Don't get it twisted, because I like my own shit.
Strong, independent woman.
Who don't need a man. But I got one, and I want to use them for clout. I'm kidding.
Okay,
now, thank you all so much for watching. We will see you next week with another Drag Race review. I love you. I mean it. Bye.